The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just keep the banana out of the hammock, baby.
You killed my very positive intro. Hi, everyone. Always get consent.
That's right. Consent is sexy.
And surprisingly easy to obtain.
Absolutely.
But welcome all the same to Changeling the Dreaming Stained Glass. And I am Maddox, your humble and ever-present storyteller. Why don't we meet the cast?
I am Mama McStabber, and I am playing Priscilla Rowland, known in her Fae seeming as Esmeralda, who is an Eshu.
I'm Junie fucking Von Esch. I'm playing Lady Honey Badger fucking Swift from House Scathage. Represent.
Yeah, I'm not gonna follow that energy. Hi everybody, I'm the Rodent Zarkon, and I'll be playing Oscar Holtz, the troll known as Ridari in his seeming.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red. I'm playing Blair Wilson, the Claritron ace named Ace Duran.
Hi, I'm Unconscious Celestial. I have a bit of a cold, so sorry. But today I will be playing Eva Oakley, who is a satyr known as Very.
And as a quick summary of what happened the previous session, nothing really all that major happened to the city of Denver, Colorado. Oh, except there was an explosion of glamour and magic so powerful that it suffused the entire city, and unbeknownst to the characters at the time, didn't stop its traveling and infusing until about the state border, maybe a little before. But all the same, our players were at court, had some lovely interactions with various Kithaean, and then everything exploded, and you all were subsequently hired by Sir Lauren. Sorry, I chose the wrong person there.
Lord Vincent?
Victor. Yes, Lord Vincent, not Victor. Jesus.
It's okay. Take a breath.
Storytellers are fallible and human, ladies and gentlemen. As much as they don't want you to think that. Sir Lord Vincent ap Beaumain, the House of the Dark Stars, the Prophets, and he said, hey, I knew about all of you in some form or fashion, was keeping an eye on you, and then this happened, and I finally get why. And he shared a prophecy with all of you, and at least the first line stated pretty clearly what happened to you that day. It has since been a full day since you all have gotten a night's rest, at least whatever passes for it for you. And I think in this instance, Esmeralda, we'll start at your home. What's your home look like?
It is a single-family home, rancher, and it was her grandparents' home. So it's been well lived in, well loved, and it has a hodgepodge of decorations from their various travels, and things like that. So it's a very eclectic space, but it's homey and comfortable and cozy.
And you've finished with breakfast and all that stuff. It's a little later in the day. I don't know if you guys would have discussed meeting up at some point after getting a bit of rest.
I'm pretty sure we would have.
You all don't feel like you're buzzing or glowing anymore, but your total glamour has not receded at all since then. You just have it. And you are starting slowly to hear reports of what some people are saying are mass hallucinations. Some are saying there's like some chemical spill stuff going on because a lot of people keep reporting about seeing things that aren't there. And, well, everything they're describing, most of the Cathane in town are recognizing as, oh, all of these humans are enchanted. What the fuck?
Yeah. This isn't
And
good.
usually enchantment only lasts about 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
She's
widely
looking at
talked
her
about.
watch or at the clock because she doesn't really wear a watch. She knows she's going to be wherever she needs to be when she needs to be there. So she's looking at the clock, kind of looking at it and backing the time up, and she's like, Well, we'll see in a couple hours if this starts to lift.
And then there is a very mild knock at your front door.
She opens the door.
And you don't see anyone there.
She looks around.
Just the average neighborhood. And as you look down, though, you see something shiny and golden on your doormat. And
She's going to crouch down to look closer at it before she touches it.
Has Esmeralda ever seen bismuth before?
The mineral?
Mm-hmm. With the concentric
Yes.
squares. It looks like bismuth, like grown bismuth. Well, that's the only way you get bismuth, but it's solid gold. Like you can tell it's not a patina. This is gold.
She'll pick it up.
Feels weighty.
Doesn't have any weird feeling about it.
Not too much. Although,
other than
granted,
kind of everything is, kind of resonating right now.
Anything more than everything in the town is kind of weird right now. But no, nothing out of the ordinary bizarre.
Okay, she'll put it in her pocket.
And Jolly's just standing next to you and watches you stick it in there.
She takes her bag that she normally carries with her and puts the blocks on the floor. Got something to say it.
He pushes and nudges them around for a bit and just quickly spells out, weird.
Yeah, but everything is right now.
And then he rushes through this next bit, and it's more like when someone texts you really fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's LIK, and then he spaces out the letter U.
She just laughs at him and give him scritches in between the horns. It's like, you smart ass.
And then he prances out to your car.
Yeah, she grabs up the blocks, put them back in her bag, and goes out to the car.
Have you all exchanged numbers with each other to be in better communication?
I believe we would have before we left with our vehicles that prior evening.
There are some questions I realize I should have probably answered.
That's okay.
Before stream,
Assume competence. We would have done this.
The other thing is, did any of you also keep your benefactor's number in your phone as well? Okay. It's individual choice as to whether you did or not.
I think I just kept the card.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure if Blair even did that. I think Blair's like, he wants to talk to me, he'll find a way.
I have to. I've oathed this man's.
Yes, you have.
Indeed.
You swore that big old troll oath, and it was impressive.
He a girthy oath.
Yeah, but trolls are such sluts, they can swear multiple oaths.
I know. Such whores.
Our dear Vrevari, are you also one who has his number, or did you just say, fuck it, he's a she?
I probably just kept the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no updates or anything like that from anything really. Esmeralda, you did notice that a couple of your neighbors were just sort of like standing out and around when you got home the previous night.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were just out on their porches or like in their lawns. You saw one girl who was talking to what was clearly a chimera rabbit sitting in her front, like on her front stoop.
Esmeralda literally would have muttered under her breath, well, at least it isn't a puka.
So much prejudice in my group. God damn. First
They're
the
just
she, now the
trouble.
puka?
They're just trouble.
I don't know. You guys met a pit bull who was very personable.
Not to say he isn't trouble. We just weren't around him long enough.
And as you are starting to drive, I'm assuming you all are meeting somewhere fairly close, or at least in decent proximity to all of you.
Yeah, I would imagine somewhere central to where we all are, kind of thing. Or close to, or if it's a little bit later in the day, we might be meeting somewhere, because, I mean, we do have a red cap they always want to eat. So probably meet somewhere for like a lunch or something, and then we leave from there.
I mean, most of you guys met up in downtown, and there is 16th Street Mall, which has a lot of options for food and eateries.
There you go.
And it's right near downtown where you guys, might as well start anyways.
Right. Because if we got to go to the other red caps place, I'm sure it isn't far from downtown.
It's in a more run-down area of Denver, but yeah,
Not
you
far
can
from
get
downtown.
there from downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And just throughout the drive, you see Jolly keep glancing. It seems like he's conflicted. At one part, he's looking. You said you stuffed the bismuth in your purse, right?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Oh, you put it in your pocket? He keeps like glancing between your pocket and the volume knob on the radio.
When she stopped at a light, she takes it out of her pocket and holds it to him.
He leans forward, sniffs it. And then while you're distracted, he reaches out and uses his little goat lips to turn the volume all the way up on the music playing.
Mm-hmm.
And then just goes to staring out the window.
Okay, she puts it back in her pocket as the light starts to change, and
He's slowly jamming with the music, bobbing his head up and down.
And I'm just thinking, obviously, it's making some kind of sound that Chimera can hear.
Or something.
Or something. We shall see.
And as you head off to meet up in 16th Street Mall. Brilliant. Blair, what's your house look like?
It's a tent.
Okay.
It's a tent on a lake, a particular lake. But it's a tent.
Is it like a cramped, small, I set this up because it's all I had for camping tent? Or is it, okay, I have some space and elbow room and all that stuff? Like,
Probably space and elbow room, actually.
Okay.
Like, it's a very nice tent.
do you have anyone staying with you?
I'll have to roll for this. Yes.
Okay. Are they agreeable people?
Yeah, but Blair will probably kick him out when they go. I feel like, shoot.
Okay. And it's been surprisingly, given and considering what all had happened the previous day, not much has really happened around you. Everything seems pretty calm at the very least. But you do hear outside the tent, ahem.
No one's home.
Bullshit. Get out here.
Does Blair recognize the voice?
Seems a bit familiar.
Blair will kind of like, oh shit. I was gonna say Blair stands up to like see then through the netting, but Blair's short, so that doesn't work. So Blair will kind of like open the zipper slightly of the tent just to see.
You see a hawk standing in front of your tent.
And you are.
I work for your sister.
Closes the tent.
All right. You asked for it, and rip as he strikes his talons across and steps into the tent.
You son of a bitch.
Get a better tent.
Was perfectly fine. Okay, those are fighting words though.
Just trying to provoke the chimera into attacking you?
No, Blair's just gonna throw a punch. Blair's just
okay.
gonna attack.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Blair's just gonna attack. How are we gonna do this?
It's the Curlicon greeting.
He scratched up my home. He
Most
tore a hole
Cluricon-
in my home.
And also, most Cluricon, punch in the face is basically just a greeting card.
It's a hello. Yeah.
Yeah. And Blair is not here for our diplomatic angle.
No.
Like there's no civility there.
No.
Blair didn't even instigate this. Like, what are you saying?
It's also because fights tend to find Cluricon as much as they pick them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just happens. The Kith attracts it.
Oh shit. That was 4 successes on 4 dice.
Okay.
You land center mass. If you would please roll some damage.
I just did a fist or like punching. What is that for damage?
It'd be strength, I believe.
Okay.
Strength, and then
1.
picks up so many. 1? Okay, it's
Yeah.
a solid punch. You've thrown a punch or 17,000 in your time. It is a solid punch, and he just sort of like gets caught by the wall of your tent and just slides down.
You started it. What do you want? What does she want?
To see you.
Ba-dum-bum. Why?
She said something about a family meeting.
They want me there,
They do.
and I should go. Why?
Because we asked you to.
And that's mattered before.
No,
So why does it matter now?
because you have responsibilities that you've been dodging.
And has that mattered before?
So I take it that's your answer?
You haven't really given me a reason why this time is any different.
I'm just a messenger.
Not unless I absolutely have to. If it is life and death.
I'll let them know. And he steps out. You hear... And then you hear a fluttering of wings.
Good riddance.
And if you check outside, he's ripped up one of the stakes.
Oh, bitch. Blair's just like swearing to themselves as they go about trying to fix their tent.
But, yeah. That's how your day starts.
Terrible.
Ooh, very fun. Lady Honey Badger,
What's up, yo?
What does your house look like?
Contrary to popular belief, actually, she lives in Talon's Reach, which actually is a lovely 3-story home that is in the more wealthier section. It's decorated actually rather nicely. I wouldn't say architecture daily is going to come by, but it's actually really nice. Though right now she would probably be in the garden in the back with her grotto, taking care of all the flowers and such.
They don't even need it.
Yeah,
They are in such a buzz with all the glamour that has been rocking through. Your balefire has never been greener.
And she does turn around and clip some of them, because in the back of this lot, the back of this garden, there's a statue that she did have commissioned of her mom. And so she's putting flowers there and kind of just doing a quiet meditation, because it's one of those days. And
the flowers that you leave there never wilt.
Yep. She's just sitting there kind of kneeling, eyes closed, palms up, just trying to find some peace for a moment.
I don't know if there is a skill specifically for meditation. I'm wondering what I should use for this. You know what? Let's do... In this instance, we'll do some wits kenning. Why not?
I don't have kenning, so it's wits.
Wits.
Ready for 2 die roll.
2 more than you'd have for other skills.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. For the barest of moments, you thought you heard... You know how moms have a particular sigh?
Oh, God, do I know it? Wow. Fuck you. Not like I do it. Jesus Christ. Call me out.
But it's not disappointment. It's not being upset. It's just, I'm a mom and I need a second. And you swear you hear it from roughly the vicinity of the statue.
She just nods because her mom always needed a second. Not a lie. She was a single mom.
And you can interpret that something might be telling you to hold on to a second or two as well.
Yep, she tries. Before killing something, because everything must die at some point.
What does the grove look like? The grove that to the mundane world is a backyard.
It's weird. She actually did plant kind of like almost like a miniature Elizabethan garden. So it's got the 4 quadrants, the fountains in the center for the grotto, the things at the back of the lot, but it's try to make it look nice, you know? She's so used to seeing ugly death and decay. She needed something nice. And as she tries to keep up with pruning it and making sure that the grass is cut, even though fucking snakes are around because she's in lower altitude and on the foothills. And then also trying to make
garter snakes.
Yeah. And when the hail comes, she makes sure that everything is protected so nothing actually gets hurt.
If it helps, a lot of the plant life in your grotto can usually defend itself at least a little bit. It is part of a freehold after all, but it is vibrant and healthy. The smells that you expect to see from plants of that variety come through.
She does make sure she had trees. That's what she misses from Illinois, was the trees. So oddly enough, there might be some willows to maybe have gotten, a sakura tree or something close to that. But, she also has apple trees, pear trees, and a couple of things. Trying to garden, but not really succeeding, but the effort's there.
Larger than your physical backyard, I'm assuming?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, she borrowed a little bit here, a little bit there. Nobody really measures the property out there.
If it helps, it's a freehold. You could have a 5-foot closet step into a fucking palace.
Working on that. I have to get the extra materials.
And,
Fuck yeah, I deserve a
and enough-
fucking throne.
And enough Kithane to help you build it.
Yeah.
And from there, very well. Oscar, where do you live?
I have an apartment closer to Aurora, since it's considered the rougher part of Denver.
Yep.
It's a little 1-bedroom. It's above a studio, so I actually have a room that I can sleep in that's not tied to the kitchen. It is separate. It is sparse. There's a chair, a comfortable chair, maybe a love seat that doesn't match, a folding table for like a kitchen, like a TV dinner. There's no television. There's a couple of books that are tucked away in the corner, and probably just working out.
Any specialized equipment or just
No, all resistance.
Okay.
Natural resistance.
That's very good. And you do hear like people talking outside as they're like, leaving from their apartments to go to work or school or wherever they're headed off to.
No.
And you do catch one conversation. I just don't understand why you can't give me a bit of an extension. I mean, this would be the first time I've ever been late on this. And you hear the voice of your landlord, or those who charge and run the apartments. I am so not in the I'm not in the mood, and I don't have the time. If you want to talk, you can set up some form of appointment. My secretary will get a hold of you, but as far as I'm concerned, at this moment, get your shit or start packing. And then you hear heavy footsteps walking away.
I'll go to the peephole and see what's like within that little 20-degree.
You can just see off to the left the landlord just walking off down the hall towards his offices and all that stuff. And you see a young woman. She's maybe like 20, 19, something around there. And she just is sort of leaning against a wall, sort of defeated look on her face. After a few seconds, she just stands and turns and walks only a few doors down before entering her apartment.
Do I know her?
She's your hall neighbor. Moved in like a month ago.
Okay.
No, sorry. Several months ago. She wouldn't be late on her first month's rent if she moved in a month ago.
Sure. I'm gonna check the cupboards, see if there's anything that hasn't expired. Find like a little bit more than half a dozen Toll House cookies, and just take it over and just knock.
Nothing comes of your knocking. No one answers or anything like that.
Go back to my apartment and eat my cookies.
All right.
I tried.
You tried, and that is what matters. And of course, Frey, tell me, what's your living situation like?
Gonna make me laugh. So she shares a house, a fairly largish house, with I believe it was 5 roommates, known as her Tragos. Remy, Ronos, Rydal, Gar, and Not. And each of them has their own room, but the community areas are really big and cozy. So, open concept kitchen that has like an open concept to the living room. Just, it's big, but not like beige, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So it's like, it is cozy. Like, so there's a lot of knickknacks, a lot of things that people would have like emotional attachments to, maybe. The kitchen is big because there's both a chef and a baker. So, yeah.
And as you enter said kitchen, that chef is in the middle of cooking. It smells decidedly good.
Of course.
And Remy stands just under 6 feet. He's a pretty tall guy. But he is currently just in like a pair of cargo shorts, and that's it. And you see he is currently making enchiladas. And he already has a decent like amount of them made. And he just looks over his shoulder. Morning.
Morning. Eva comes over and gives him a hug.
Sorry, you're cold.
Sorry.
So, where were you when all that crazy shit hit yesterday?
I was at court, believe it or not. And she grabs an apple off the counter.
Oh yeah, some chimera did come by and like talk to me. I just was doing other shit. I was like, I'm not going to fucking court. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I just, it was a intriguing invitation. So,
you heard what happened to Gar, right?
no, what happened?
He was racing at the time that it happened. He needs a new car.
Is he okay?
He's fine. It's Gar. You'd have an easier time trying to punch a mountain. But
Fair.
his car was so fucked. It's just so fucked.
Do the others know?
Yeah, we all talked about it a little bit as we filtered in from yesterday. Since you were the last to get home, we figured we'd just let you sleep. Talk about shit in the morning.
Valid.
And I'm gonna be talking with a real estate agent in a little bit, talking about like finally looking for properties to set up that restaurant.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be going well. I hope we'll get things started. Yeah,
Well,
I hope
fingers
we'll get
crossed.
Yes,
I can put up posters at the bakery.
And everyone else had to go do some stuff, but Not's in the living room.
Oh, perfect.
And if you are grabbing any enchiladas, he happily lets you have them because he cooks for everyone in the house and he's always the first up, which makes everyone else feel bad, but no one either gets up at the same time as him anyways. And as you enter the living room, you do see another satyr woman. She's dressed very simply as well, casual, just sort of a soft blue tank top and some loose like sort of pajama pants that have paint stains all over already. And she is in the middle of putting something to canvas. From what you can tell, it sort of looks like a fireworks display.
I slide up and I kind of like move the paint water so it's still in her like peripheral, but I actually place down the plate of enchiladas. Eat.
Oh, right. She takes like a forkful, eats it, and then sets the fork down, and you know that it will be cold long before she remembers to take another bite.
Probably. I give her a kiss on the cheek and I go sit on the couch.
And she sort of like without looking just lazily like waves after you like, hey, how's it going, all that stuff. I don't think this works.
What is your goal? And Eva takes a bite of the apple.
Excitement. And it's just not exciting. Just a bunch of colors I puked onto a canvas.
When was the last time you got out?
And she just trails off.
You should go have a little bit of fun. Maybe catch another muse.
Maybe. I have some artist circles I could check in with. It's just... I don't know. I always feel like I'm missing something lately. It's okay. One of these days I'll paint something that I feel happy about painting. It's only a slump.
Well, I love it. So when you're finished, can I have it?
Sure.
Thank
You
you.
can have this one.
Thank you.
I'll try and add some other things, see if it makes it any different or better. She, gets up, walks over, kisses you on the nose. I'm gonna go get dressed. I think that's a good thing to start with. Gives one
All
more
right.
pat to your cheek. Take care. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And she heads upstairs to her room. And with those lovely morning introductions, you will, after some travel, whether by bus, plane, train, knocker taxi, I don't know, you come to the 16th Street Mall. Parking is a bitch because it's downtown, but you do eventually find parking that is close enough that you're not, taking a short detour to walk all the way back to the destination you need to be at.
What about bike racks?
There's bike racks. There's luckily, actually, bikes are one of the more easily accessible bits of transportation
Awesome.
around, especially in downtown where you obey pedestrian laws on a bike, not so much road laws. Even if it is illegal to ride on the sidewalk, everyone does it. But you all assemble, I'm guessing probably just on an outside table at some eatery place, a cafe or bistro or whatever it would be. And you all can even see here, the glamour's a bit thicker.
Yeah.
It's dense in downtown, because downtown, as far as you guys can sort of surmise, may have been ground zero. At least somewhere in downtown was.
Priscilla's just sitting at the table as others arrive, and she's just looking at this gold piece. Just staring at it, what the fuck is this?
It's about palm sized.
Yeah,
it's
she's just
fairly
got it in her
big.
hand, and
It's a lot of actual gold, and you've
Yeah.
checked it. It dents under your fingernail. It is actual gold.
Right.
You all approach to see her staring at gold.
Yeah.
Very interesting geometric shape.
As Blair's walking up, Blair's probably still swearing.
Bad morning, weird morning.
Fucking nobility.
Oh. Can't say I've ever
You
had
have.
that problem. This got left on my doorstep.
Why?
I have no idea. I heard a soft knock, went right to the door. Nobody was there, but this was left on my doorstep.
And you just picked it up and took it with you?
Well, yeah, I can't figure it out, so somebody might be able to. I'm sure not going to leave it at my house.
Honey Badger comes with a whole tray of food, just kind of slides it in for everyone to eat if they need to. Would someone ding dong dish you, and then you picked up the shit they dropped?
But
seriously,
it's real gold.
And
You didn't know that when you picked it up.
What if it was enchanted laced? A whole bunch of other things. Maybe somebody turned around and said, "Oh, I'm going to put a thing on it. So when she touches it, she becomes magically enchanted."
I don't feel enchanted.
Nacho cheese?
As you say that, Lady Honey Badger, you see Jolly like walk around the table and just grab one of the chips and just slowly pulls it away from the cheese, stretching it back and snap right into his face.
Yeah. Didn't fucking think I got the good cheese? Damn, man.
Mm.
Of course you don't.
Jolly acted like he could smell something, but I can't sense anything on it.
See him lean over and sniff it again.
She drops the blocks again for him. What do you smell?
And it takes him a while, but he eventually spells out nothing now.
Oh, that's always helpful and slightly curious.
Blair smells the coin. Doesn't even take it out of Priscilla's hand, just like leans forward and smells it.
It's just a chunk of geometrically repetitive square gold. Nothing really odd about it.
All right, I'm
Well,
going to do...
beyond the fact that it does not look like the material it is shaped as. And it's kind of hard to sculpt gold into that shape.
I'm going to regret doing this, but she'll look and ask, "Can I lick it to see if it tastes like it?"
She hands it out to you.
It took was 2 episodes. All it took was 2 episodes.
She will lick the gold.
Okay. Quick question, because I don't remember. Do you have the eidetic taste merit?
No, I do not.
Okay, then this will require a roll.
Of course it will.
All right, this won't quite apply, but I can't think of a better combination. Could you please roll intelligence?
Yeah.
And academics. We'll just be simple about it.
Okay, so two dice again. Sweet.
I'm sensing a theme with Honey Badger.
No academics. She didn't go to college. What the fuck was that bullshit about? That's 1 success.
It's gold. You're a red cap. I fully can believe that you've eaten gold before.
Yeah, it's gold. I mean, that's gold. That's like, ugh. I mean, it's gold.
With 1 success, you can't get as detailed as like how many carats it is, but it's gold.
Gold.
I mean, it's soft as hell, so I imagine it's pretty close to pure.
Couldn't tell you. I just know it tastes like gold.
Yeah, appreciate it. She looks back at Jolly and is like, "Did you smell something before on it?" What did you smell before? And he's got the blocks.
Yeah,
so.
he's moving the blocks around, and no one's paying attention to a goat moving blocks around. Despite all the enchantments that you guys have been seeing from people, no one at the moment is watching this goat. But eventually he spells out ink.
Ink. Okay, so it used to smell like ink. Now it doesn't smell like anything. Okay.
Doesn't taste like ink.
Nah, it tastes like gold.
I gave it a good lick.
Should we is it like hot or cold? Or like the stronger the taste or smell, closer we are?
I don't know. I mean, it was gold. I can't tell you the carrot, but
Blair takes the coin, walks 50 feet over, summons the goat and tries to see if the goat can smell it.
He sniffs at it and then shrugs and goes back and eats another nacho chip.
For the shop guy.
Whatever it had on it, it faded pretty quickly.
I'm going to trudge up with a venti Starbucks cup in one hand and a rifle bag slouched over my shoulder. Good. The goat's here, and so is the homeless one.
The goat.
Excellent.
The goat walks up, sits directly in front of you, and goes, "Ah!"
Huh? Just what I've always wanted.
The hunting season?
You play your cards right, maybe.
Good, because a bird I really want to shoot.
Now, Ranger Holst, my goat, behaved just fine when we were at the park.
You did.
And the goat very much gives you a C. She likes me.
I'm gonna Riker one of the chairs
You are tall enough.
Yeah.
and just sit down.
Shit, you could do that with a bar stool, probably.
Fuck yeah. That's a new thing for Oscar. He's gonna Riker chairs.
Riker chairs.
Eva's probably the last to arrive since, bike rides are not as fast as cars.
And you're trying to get into downtown, which even when it's not rush hour, there's a decent amount of traffic.
Fair. But she just walks up and just takes a seat.
And for the first time in 24 hours, you all are gathered.
As it's been about 24 hours, Priscilla's going to take out her phone and load up a local news channel to see if there's still reports going on.
Mm-hmm. And the reports, at the very least, are increasing in frequency.
Crap.
It's not fast, but it is gradual.
Are they centered at any one point? Is there any higher frequency?
These reports, okay, I've been kind of paying attention to this. They, of course, started when everything blew up, right? People are enchanted for sure because they're reporting seeing all kinds of shit. And I literally saw my neighbor's kid talking to a freaking bunny chimera. So.
And you guys have been getting the odd look as you've been just traveling through the city of people like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So people are seeing you guys for what you actually are.
And usually that tapers off within a day or so. This isn't. It's increasing instead of decreasing. We've got to go.
Go where?
Yeah.
And she looks
We
at
have no
Honey
lead.
Badger. You know where those guys lived, right?
Yep, sure fucking do.
Yeah, let's go check out their place because that's where it all started. I swear it is.
Okay. I've got my bike with me. Who wants to ride bitch?
Me?
Cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
I have an actual car if no one else does.
So do I, but you'll have to ride with the goat.
It's better than certain other people.
Wow,
Love
fuck
you
you. Damn, that's harsh, man. I just offered the bitch seat. I didn't say who had to sit it. Jesus.
Oh.
Is there a fire extinguisher within the McStabber Studios? Someone is on fire.
It wasn't directed at you, lady.
Oh, well, I mean, you said it. Come on. I'm so used to insults. I just take them.
You should have looked this way. I know for hell it wasn't me either.
I'd say sus to that one because I've seen you two bicker.
Given your title, I would never assume.
No, you just pick
Aw.
her up and throw her over your shoulder.
At least make sure I'm wearing a dress
was
and
there.
screaming, no, take me to the bedroom, okay? Damn.
We needed to leave. time was of the essence.
Well, we need to leave now. Get your shit to go. And Priscilla gets up.
Fuck, I gotta get to-go bags now. Fuck off.
Sheesh. Everyone thinks it's the she that are bossy, but look at the fucking Ishu.
Well,
Damn.
if the Ishu knows she's got to go, the Ishu knows she's got to go.
Eva follows Priscilla.
All right.
And she says, I can put down the seat in the Range Rover and you can fit, Ranger Holst.
Fine.
Okay.
Most kind. Thank you.
Do you also have a rack to take Vray's bike as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Most Coloradans have some form of transporting bicycles, but not
Mhm.
everyone.
Yeah, she does.
Honey, we'll get all of her shit.
Because she actually has a bike. She takes it to the park on occasion.
You've also got a Range Rover. Those can usually hold a lot of shit.
Hold a lot of shit and can actually hold people too. So yeah. So
Honey, we'll get all of her shit to go and take Lucky Charms to her custom-made Harley.
nice.
Do you call Blair Lucky Charms for their face?
I haven't said it yet to her face.
Okay.
That's my description.
Okay. Just making sure.
Please let me be there for that.
It takes your dear Red Cap a few more minutes to get everything because there is a lot of food to box up. The employees are
Fuck
willing
yeah.
to do it, but they're very much like, all right, just give us a few seconds, and they are boxing it
will-
up for you.
She will leave a generous tip.
Yeah, they were a little nervous when talking to you, but they kept professional.
Yep, she gives them a generous tip. At least they're being nice.
All right. One more time on the travel divide, please, because that is something I need to know.
It will be myself, Eva, and Oscar.
I got
Okay.
Lucky Charms.
And then, okay, cool.
The two troublemakers are together.
On a bike.
Yep.
As you all are heading off,
Smart. That was smart of us.
We have more fun.
you all know where you're going because it's the same address. And
Well, I have a general sense of where I need to go, but I'm going to be kind of like following Honey Badger.
really, because the way she's going isn't the way that you think you should go.
Really? Well, I'm going to follow the way I think I should go. I'm sure I'll catch up with her.
All right.
I know the shortcuts. Fuck it.
And
You're the one that's been there before.
as a case of serendipity divides our group, we can take a break.
Awesome.
Okay.
It'll be a bit early this time since I did it so late for episode 1.
Good. More
There's a lot of world building.
But thank you all for watching, and
We'll
see
be back
you
in 10
afterwards.
minutes.
You don't need a 3090, bro.
No, I find that a TI-82 works just fine.
Damn right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. In the first half, we saw home life, or tent life, depending on the player and character. But once our fine gaggle of Cathane have now grouped together, they got into various and I'm going to try not to say in sundry so much. I did it a lot at last episode. There is a... You all got in vehicles. 2 went to the investigation site of the home of a red cap Corby who has been missing for the exact amount of time that the buzz was around. And then the Ishu, Troll, and Satyr were going to go that exact same direction until the Ishu decided to take a turn at a different street and go a little
I took a
different
left
way.
towards Albuquerque.
Yeah. The moment I feel the car start to slow down, I'm just gonna like lean up and point. The lady is still going. Why are we?
It's an issue thing. And then she turns.
Is that
And they-
racist?
And the goat looks back from the passenger seat and just goes, and then looks back front.
All right. Well, let me catch you outside.
It's not racist. It is a thing that my kind can do. We just know where we're supposed to be.
And for the characters that know Colorado fairly well, you're headed to the downtown YMCA. You can see it down the road a ways at this point.
Okay, obviously we need to be at the Y instead. She pulls into the parking lot of the Y.
It's cramped. There's only like 5 spaces, and 4 of them are already taken up.
Yeah, you know what? At
you're
least
very
there's one
lucky.
saved just for her. Because
Mhm.
she's meant to be here right now.
And as I'm guessing you all are mainly just focusing on dear Esmeralda at this point, because she seems to be on a mission. But I will leave that up to you. If you're like, nah, I'm going to go find a janitor's closet and drink bleach. I wish not to railroad you, is what I'm implying.
I basically say, I guess we'll catch up with the other 2 later. Sorry that my sense of direction says go here. I'm going to go in and check it out if you care to join me.
Hell yeah.
Grab the rifle case and sling it over my shoulder.
And as you enter, there is a directory. There is a small front desk, but it looks like they're busy talking to someone right now. But for the most part, it's just different directions like, recreational space, gym, basketball court, pool, just different directions.
I am going to run my hand on the various location titles on the directory to see if any one pulls to me.
As you go through, no, weight room, no, swimming pool, no, women's restroom. That feels right.
Okay. She looks at Oscar and says, might need you to stand guard. And she takes them basically towards the restrooms and says, Eva with me. And we go in.
Okay. As you enter, you hear very heavy breathing. It's not like it's coming from one of the stalls. And not heavy breathing like excited, more like
Labored. Distress.
ragged. You all do also start feeling as you enter the bathroom, and Oscar, you get like a small wave of it as the door opens and shuts. There's something glamorous going on in this bathroom.
Priscilla's going to get down like squatting and look to see if she sees feet.
You do. They are simple tennis shoes and jeans as far as you can see. And then from that stall, as the only stall occupied, ragged, heavy breathing.
Eva calls out, everybody okay in here?
If Jesus, she doesn't actually answer your question.
Seriously, do you need help?
And you all experience a diet version of what happened episode 1 as glamour bursts out, centered from this stall. If you have any glamour missing, please refill your pool. It does not increase this time. And it is just a wash. Everything is glowing. You see Jolly finally just sigh and crawl under the stall.
I'm hoping the goat knows the fucking latch to open it.
And eventually you do hear
click.
You do hear
Yeah. And Esmeralda's just going to open the door and look at the person in there.
And you see a young woman, maybe 19. She looks bewildered, tired, and you see her skin turning blue. She is stretching and growing in height, and horns sprout from her forehead. And her chimerical clothing, her voile, takes form as well. It is a solid, battle-worn breastplate over simple peasant clothing. As you see someone crystallize right before your eyes.
Welcome, young one.
And you also see that Jolie is staring at her, and there is the roll of toilet paper. 2 cartoonish eyes pop up and look at her. And she looks so confused.
I have someone I think might be able to help you. Come.
I'm going to need you to roll some charisma expression.
Absolutely. And I have that in spades.
You two are lucky that you look different enough that she's like, wait, I'm looking different. They're looking different. So she hasn't run from you.
Right.
Yet.
And I'm being very calm and soothing with her. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's very much a scared puppy situation right now.
I'm ready to fuck this situation up for you.
I also have a charisma specialty of silver-tongued.
That'd probably help. Keep someone calm. That fits within that descriptor.
Difficulty is 6.
Mm-hmm.
While Priscilla is trying to get her to come with her, I'm getting some paper towel and just like
That is 6
getting
successes.
a little bit damp.
Okay. How many successes, sorry?
6. I had exploding 10s.
She exhales, and it's the first breath that didn't sound
Ragged.
stressed. And she like wipes. It's a little. Her hand gets stuck on like the ridges of her horns at one point because she's not used to having them. But she wipes the sweat off. Stands up slowly. Doesn't take your hand or anything, but she is listening to you.
Come with me. Come with me.
And she's following
Come with me.
both of you out.
It's okay.
She keeps looking at you, Esmeralda, but Vray, she keeps like glancing over and looking away from you. Like, you're definitely, of the 2 kith she has now met, you're definitely the more eye-catching.
Oh, yeah, because Satyr.
The horns.
Satyr.
I just have
Satyr
slightly
are-
pointy ears and I'm really pretty. But yeah.
Satyr are definitely one of the most notable.
Yeah.
So I had got some paper towel damp. So as we're like leading her out, I'm just kind of like dabbing on her forehead and just kind of like gently around the like
After you're doing it for a little bit, she just holds out and her hand is still shaking.
Mhm.
Not because she's necessarily scared, but chrysalis is intense.
It is intense.
And she just takes it and just occasionally like dabs, seeming more like she's trying to keep herself cool than like wipe anything away.
And as we're walking her towards the door, I was like, what's your name, dear?
I'm Elaine.
Elaine. Hi, I'm Priscilla. And this is
It's
Eva.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. We have a friend waiting outside. He's a gentleman, but he's like you.
Okay.
Okay?
Storyteller, are there cameras outside this bathroom?
No.
Okay.
And
There are cameras in a lot of places, and, turn one corner and you'll probably be back on camera. It's a public space,
Yeah.
but,
Okay,
but
just
at
making
this
sure.
moment, this hall doesn't seem to have a camera facing it.
Esmeralda doesn't like just bolo open the door. She kind of opens the door a little bit, sticks her head out and says, hey, Oscar, yeah, we were brought here because a new troll just crystallized.
Well, there are no giants, so she's fortunate. And there are no cameras, so
Yeah. She's brand new, scared to death. Can you
I
help
might not-
can you help a young one out?
let me see her.
Okay. And she says, come on, Elaine.
She steps out, and her hair is pulled back. Looks like it's tied back the way that most people with long hair tie back their hair for swimming. And you do see now that she had in the stall with her was it looks like an old duffel bag that you can vaguely smell a bit of chlorine coming
She
from.
was swimming.
She was swimming.
I'm gonna let her see my full seeming as she comes out, and not just like abruptly. Like I'm gonna let the human fade, and the blue on blue, the kind of purple tinges of the skin, the row of horns that come back.
You're definitely making sure that you're paying attention to your seeming, which makes it more noticeable to everyone. Because Kith can recognize their own at a glance, no matter what.
Yeah.
But you guys can choose about how intense, or if you're in a freehold, it's just full on display.
Yeah.
Because you
I
need to
think
hide in a
in the
freehold.
mundane world, Esmeralda isn't really consciously trying to project her seeming.
No,
So
but
it's kind of muted.
Yeah, but if you just pass another Kith on the street, they'll just be like,
recognize.
"Oh, hey, cool.
Hey, I know you're one of us." Yeah.
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 I can see the layers, all that shit.
The beard will be made out of like stone, and where there would be gray, there's just kind of icicles that kind of pierce the granite. And I will pull the rifle bag back just in case some of its seeming starts to come through when I let drop the human form.
She doesn't seem to be paying attention to that. She does. She's, I mean, as trolls go, she's kind of short, but granted, she's also young, so she could still grow into things a bit, as it were. Not like they need to follow age to be able to grow. But at the moment, she is about 6'5" to 6'7", somewhere in that range. So
hold out my hand.
Short. She takes a deep breath. She's got like raven black hair. You do see a soft icy blue to her eyes. She doesn't have any odd skin texturing to indicate that it's stone or anything like that. She seems just to be a very well-built athletic troll. She does seem still nervous, but she does reach out and accept your handshake.
Oh, it's
still firm. Warm. Like, despite being nervous, she's being polite.
It's still warm.
Elaine, meet my friend, Oscar.
Hello.
Hi.
This is new, yes?
Very. I thought I was going to faint.
Yeah.
That will pass.
I've had a fever for the past 2 days, but I didn't want to miss my swimming.
You are going to get much colder, Elaine.
We're in Colorado. I sort of expect it.
Our kind thrives here. You should enjoy it. And is there like a window? Is there something reflective here?
You'd probably have to walk for a few minutes.
Oh, no.
Not a whole lot of windows on the YMCA, mostly because people go there for athletic work.
I'm going to show you something, and I want you to understand that this is not threatening or dangerous. It's just to prove a point. And very calmly, very non-dangerously, I will bend down over my rifle bag, open it, and let some of the seeming come out first, so she can see that what I'm pulling out is not normal. And what had been in the material world a regular fireman's axe now is this tree trunk of a handle that's twisted and gnarled and almost looks like a crone's hand grabbing what is ice and stone from some faraway realm that has been etched, kind of like obsidian, slammed and smashed and forced into this bearded axe of a shape. But I'm going to use some of the reflective ice to let her see that she looks like me a little bit.
She looks and her eyes go wide at first, and then she just slowly goes into adjusting the angle, seeing all the ways that she's changed and stuff like that. at one point she does end up like looking at her hands, which are also a very lovely blue.
You are a troll. That is what we are.
Troll.
Do you have Scandinavian blood in you? Old country. Finnish.
I think
Scottish.
I think my family immigrated here from Denmark. I don't know exactly.
You will start to remember things.
Like what?
Memories of lives you've led, memories of our history, memories that aren't entirely yours, that are shared.
And that's gonna be normal for me.
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
Do you know the Brown Palace?
The hotel? Yeah.
Go there.
To the Brown Palace.
I will meet you later tonight. Take care of some things, try to relax, and I will introduce you.
And now she's gonna make a quick roll here.
Yep.
Because even though you guys are helping her, this is a little suspicious.
Sure.
Okay. And that's what she gets.
I'm not on board with the Uncle Oscar chat that's going on right now. Just so you guys are aware.
You are so Uncle Oscar now.
Yeah, if you tell this story to Blair, Blair will forever call you. No, Blair's gonna call you Uncle Oski.
Nope. Even less now.
You walk up with a beer. Brewski for Oski?
Just start punching everybody. Everybody's getting punched.
Hey, then it's a
Bring
party.
it, big boy.
Let's go.
You got
Sounds
the
like a good
punch, come
time to me.
I mean, technically I am everybody, so you just have to keep hitting me repeatedly.
Keep hitting yourself. Keep hitting yourself.
Oh.
But she nods, and then you see her like reach into her pocket and take out a smartphone. Do you have a number? Is that a thing trolls do?
Yes. We are not monsters, and I'll pull out and I'll start to kind of melt down and let my seeming become kind of periphery.
Yeah, you're gonna relax.
Yeah. And I'll pull out my flip phone. I don't have a screen, but you can save your number.
And she just takes it and very quickly, like usually, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, like putting in a number and name that way. Nah, she's quick about it.
Yeah.
And she puts in her first and last name, which is Elaine McBride.
You're already one step ahead of Shanky because it wasn't Elaine's son.
Well, her dad's not named Elaine.
Touche, sir.
And she... Sorry, if you hear a puka in the background, just ignore it.
It's a kitty cat puka.
An old, grouchy old man.
It's a grump puka.
Yeah, one of the scariest kinds.
Yes.
Needy bastards. But she seems like she's starting to recenter and come back into focus mentally. Like she's not as bowled over by my world just got flipped upside down.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stand there with her. I'm just like, listen, we're here for you. We are all members of the Fae. They are not like us, but so far they're not terrible people. I would be careful around the goat.
You see Jolly walk up and just sort of nuzzle her hand.
Oh, you're a sexist goat.
She gives a pet, and then you see the goat turn to you and...
Oh no, he just knows where he gets the good pets from. And Esmeralda scritches him again.
Punch a goat right on top of the head.
And he makes eye contact with you, Oscar, as he leans into the petting.
I don't have to put the axe away. Goat meat tastes good.
And Esmeralda just looks at you and says, "Try it, old man."
Esmeralda, you feel a light tap on your foot and see Jolly like stepping on your foot with his hoof, like it's like a come on, we don't have to waste the time. Chill.
I know. Oh, but yes, we will meet you later so that you can find out more about what this is for you and who is there to help guide you in your early days.
Okay. Does this happen a lot?
Not as much as we wish.
All right.
But you will forever be this now. However, in the day-to-day world, usually people don't notice.
Okay.
Right now, something very strange happened just yesterday that more people are noticing. So try to keep it low-key until you go to meet us later.
Okay. Am I allowed to go home?
Do you live with people or do you live alone?
I live with my grandmother.
Oh. Did she ever tell you stories like fairy tales?
When I was little, of course. Doesn't every grandparent do that for their grandkids?
Did she tell you stories of giants?
Giants, people who turned into animals.
Yes, you can go home to your grandmother.
Okay.
I think your grandmother already knows it's in the blood.
Okay. Thank you all. I don't know you, but thank you for helping me. Am I in danger at all?
Oh.
And you all know a chrysalis attracts attention. Not always bad, but it attracts attention.
I think it's best if you get away from where this change happened. Because it can attract attention.
So just go home.
So just go home. Lay low.
Okay.
Get a coffee first.
Get a coffee first. Go
Meander.
home.
Sit down and breathe.
Would you all mind coming out to my car?
Sure, we'll walk you out.
Yeah.
And as you all are walking out...
Yeah, put the axe away, by the way.
Hi, officer. Fuck. No, yeah, in this case, again, assume competence.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be walking around with a weapon in the street. The only people who do that are on East Colfax.
True story.
And as you all walk someone very new and very confused to a world that you all know like the back of your hands in some ways, we're going to shift over to a duo pulling up outside of a really shitty looking house. And I mean, like, this is like Colorado full on shitty. It has a chain link fence with a gate where the latch looks busted so it swings but won't ever stay in place. It has what looks like old cheap blinds on the windows. It has a screen door that has been painted black so you can't see inside because you can probably guess that there's no other door to this house. The paint is peeling. Was probably at one point a very lovely white, and it is now weathered all to shit. And the lawn is like the greenest thumb couldn't repair this fucking lawn. It is dead beyond reason. And that's pretty typical for what most lawns start to look like in October, but this looks more like what you'd find in December. Like, it's gone. And then there's like, the odd, like, there's like a hubcap off in one corner of the front yard, just, random scrap and junk.
Snacks.
But the two of you go up to the door without issue.
Do we want to knock? Actually,
No, she'll just.
Yeah, no. Blair kicks the door in.
I will
Why
say
not?
you can tell from the way the door is set up, it opens outward.
Oh, Blair tries anyway.
It makes a racket. Like, it is solid metal with a bit of glass. It makes noise when you kick it.
She'll just open it and pat Claire on the head and just be like, it works this way.
You're no fun.
It's also locked.
Oh, no.
See, you could just do that.
Yeah, strength 3.
Even after the kick, it's still locked.
Can I break it? I do have 1 dot in larceny.
It's a screen door. You probably don't even need to roll, I'll be honest.
Okay.
The only reason the lock held is for comedic timing with a kick.
She'll just go, it wouldn't have worked here.
And it opens.
Break into shit.
And as you step in, the first thing you smell, sandalwood. You definitely smell sandalwood, like someone's burning incense or something. Well, not burning. There's like a lingering smell. And then you immediately see a futon set up on the left side from where you guys enter, a TV on the right, and then it branches off into a kitchen. And just even from here, you can see this house is not tidy, but it's a lot nicer than the outside. The carpet looks worn, but maintained. The bits of linoleum in the kitchen look clean and not stained or anything like that. And there's no like mold or anything. For as low income housing as you guys are in, this is pretty well taken care of. And the futon still has like sheets tossed all over it and all that stuff. 1 errant pillow. You see several dishes stacked up on the coffee table in front of it and stuff like that. It's laid out flat like a bed right now. It looks like there's enough space for it to accommodate. And then there's also just past the TV, you see a closet and then a hallway that goes off down the right.
Surprisingly well taken care of. It's homey. I don't know why they'd leave.
Some of them get wanderlust. Got to wander and do shit.
I get that.
I'm impressed that they actually use dishes.
You do see a couple of the forks have missing tines, but otherwise it's fairly normal dishes.
She'll go down the hallway to see if there's anything in the other bedrooms. Or if there's any bedrooms.
First you pass on the left side is a bathroom with its door open, and it's not messy the way people explain bathrooms as messy. It's cluttered. You see there is like an improvised towel rack that someone has built and screwed into the wall because apparently there wasn't one. So it's just a lot of pieces of wood, but the towels are hanging over it and they're fine. The shower curtain is just, the cheap, foggy plastic so that people can't see more than a silhouette if there's like light and stuff like that. And there's just so many different products. You see various shampoos from different companies, both high and low quality. Just like it's all over the place in terms of different products that are there. And then you also see stuff around the sink too, like fucking eyelash curlers and like 2 different hair dryers, a whole bunch of stuff.
They got more shit than I do. Fuck. What are they trying to be? Pretty bitches?
And if you pick a couple of the random bottles up, they're all at different volumes. Like these are all used what seems like semi-constantly.
This doesn't seem right.
Blair is going to take the most expensive looking one and shove it in their backpack.
It's a nice shampoo. Like it smells great. It smells like lemon. It's beautiful. It's a high-end shampoo.
And like as you like for Honey Badger, like as like Blair shoves it in. You just hear like a bunch of like paper crinkle in the backpack.
And then from the bathroom, you see 2 doors near the end of the hall on opposite sides.
Yeah, let's go rolling.
Both doors are shut.
And that's going to stop me how? We will definitely be opening those doors.
Which one do you
I will
go
let
in?
her. I will let her kick one door in.
These doors do look like they swing inward.
Yeah, no, Honey Badger, you kick one and I kick the other. This has to be done at the same time.
I got you. Ready?
Link your arms back to back.
Count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Let's see who I described first, since you did that at the same time. Okay. So, Ace, you kick in the door, and you're met with a room that doesn't fit the rest of the house. Not in the same ways. It's got a nice recliner set up in the corner like a lazy boy. It looks very well loved. There is a bed tucked in the corner with a nightstand, and you see a small shelf with various books. Some are cookbooks. There's a couple on like dumpster diving, just different little things here and there. And then you also see on several shelves that have been installed around the room various knickknacks. A snow globe, a porcelain figure, a crystal figure, a glass flower, just, little knickknacks here and there. And this, contrasting the futon, this bed is made. Not perfectly, but it's made. Lady Honey Badger, on your end, the room couldn't be more different. This room is a fucking travesty. You see clothes everywhere but a perfectly empty hamper in the corner. You see a dresser that is still half open and looks like it's sort of stuck open of someone's underwear drawer for the 3 pairs that are left, and they're not really folded, they're just in there. You see various cups and containers, and you also see that there is a closet where the doors slide, and it is open, and just sitting on a shelf with a bunch of clothes hanging haphazardly around it is a terrarium. Inside of which, as you lean around and look in, you see a toad. And it's not chimerical. This is a real toad. Seems like it was sleeping. It sort of has its eye open and then just shuts as you approach.
Well, I got the shit room. What did you get?
I don't know what you're talking about. And Blair's just kind of throwing themselves in the lazy boy.
It's so comfy. This is definitely one where someone sits in this a lot. So it's really well used and comfy.
She'll look into the room going, well, fuck me. Wow.
Only if you
a good
insist.
room. Oh, not now. But goddamn. This is a really fucking ass good room.
Does anything look Bay?
Perception kenning.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception investigation because I got shit for kenning?
Sure. What you investigating?
The room, why is it so pretty and why is it not well, okay, I know Honey's a different kind of red cap, but this isn't normal.
Yeah, for unseelie red caps, which all 3 of these guys are somewhat known to be, this is pretty prim and proper, all things considered.
That is 2 successes.
2 successes. All right, I'll wait for Lady Honey Badger to get hers as well. 3. Okay.
That's all night.
On the Fey side, Ace, there's nothing inherently Fey about the room, but the odd knickknacks have a bit of glamour to them. Not necessarily treasures or anything, but you do also see a tapestry that is woven and hanging up on the wall where it was sort of a blank space just before, but this tapestry is fully woven from chimerical thread. It's really pretty, looks Celtic, but it's it's the only really noticeable not in the autumn world thing.
What's on the tapestry?
It seems to depict someone hunting a herd of stag. Just a vague representation of someone with a bow. It's not detailed in that way. There's more detail in the knotwork that is around the border of it all. It looks very pretty.
Blair's considering taking it, looking very intently at it.
Okay. And then our dear Lady Honey Badger, you find that you can sort of get a sense of who this person is. They can show refinement, but they're not bound to it. There's a feng shui sort of calm that you can feel from the room. Not like it's set up in a specific way or anything, just this feels like a room you could easily relax in, and it was probably designed expressly for that purpose. This is someone's escape. And if you open the slide closet for this one, there is also still clothes, but it's a lot more subdued. There's just a lot of shirts that are black or blue. They're darker colors. And then a surprising amount of tweed suit coats. Like 6.
What fucking red cap wears tweed?
So is there...
Oh, sorry. You see one of them does have a small stain of blood on the lapel that looks like it hasn't fully cleaned out. But there are 6 tweed jackets.
I'm going to guess that Blair's brother would be the type of red cap who wears tweed.
Okay,
so,
noted.
Just because. But is there anything that would seem that Blair's brother is tied up in this at all?
Nothing that you could pick out seems like it is in relation to your brother, no.
Okay, cool.
Your brother would wear that stuff, but you also know that he's a bit too immature to like make a bed or have knickknacks or anything like that. He'd probably laugh at whoever suggested he do such a thing.
Don't get me wrong, I like the broom. It's got a good kind of zen feel to it. But this is not a fucking unseelie red cap room. This is just way too fucking clean.
Compared to the other 2 sleeping spaces you guys have seen, this is a drastic difference.
Yeah, somebody's either fronting or this is the place they come to be their real self. Jesus.
So they've been gone like a week or so, right? Was that what it was?
2 weeks, because that's when the buzz started.
Is there any like room that has less dust in it than the others? As in like it's been used more recently?
The living room, and as you walk around, the kitchen probably.
Okay, but not the bedrooms.
Oh, there's a
Not so
toad
much.
alive in the other room. Do you want a toad?
Do you want a toad?
Fuck, what am I going to do with a fucking toad?
What am I going to do with a toad?
I don't know.
You take the toad.
What the fuck do I want? God damn. Fine, I'll put it in the fucking grotto. Jesus Christ.
So you go back into the room to retrieve the toad?
Is there a jar or something around there to get the toad?
There is. You have to sort of empty out what looks like, well, you hope it's cranberry juice, but you don't sniff it too distinctly. And there is a vaguely sticky jar that you can try and grab the toad in.
She'll just kind of get some of the rocks in, and she'll just look at the toad going, come on, I'm getting you out of here. Fresh place. Let's go.
He just looks at you and hunkers down.
Do I need to bully brown beat you into the fucking jar?
And you see it stand, waddle, and then crawl under a log.
You bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, burly brown beating this bitch. Fuck you.
Hey, you fucking toad, get your warded ass up here.
Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what she'll do.
So you're just trying to coax him into, and For a toad that hasn't been cared for in 2 weeks, he's surprisingly rotund.
Yeah, I'm like, how the fuck did this toad live?
He's a healthy looking toad. 3 successes. All right.
So get in the fucking jar, you bitch.
There's like a scramble as the log like gets knocked away, and it's like panicked as much as a toad can scramble, like, and finally like does a big leap and gets into the jar, and then looks up at you.
Damn right. Told you get in the fucking jar.
The jar fills with a little bit of liquid.
Then she'll kind of screw up a top and make sure she can punch some holes
in the top. Yeah.
See, better? I'll take you to a place you can live.
He's just
fucking toad.
He's just sitting there squat and honestly doesn't seem very happy.
I don't care.
You should have taken the whole terrarium.
But he's also too scared of you to fight. Because he's a toad.
She's got a grotto. She'll just let him go free, yeah. Just go, okay, you happy?
No, you should have taken the whole home.
What? I could throw it in the grotto.
Yeah, but what's he going to do until then?
That's where the jar comes in, so I can put him in the backpack.
Does he look happy in the jar to you?
Do I fucking care?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And it's at this point that your phones chime with a group text.
The fuck is calling us now? Where are those stupid bitches?
And that is all 5 of you that get this text. For those who have the number, it's Lord Vincent. For those who don't, you have a business card that describes this number exactly. Well, okay, not this card exactly, because you don't put your mobile number on a business card. You put your business number. But a number that is still programmed in for Lord Vincent, for those who did. Have any of you encountered a dream dance today?
Nope.
Which is a fancy term for chrysalis.
Instead of texting, Esmeralda's going to call the number.
Oh, okay. It takes 2 rings before it's picked up. Hello?
Yes, I saw one.
Okay. That accounts for another one that we found.
It felt awful similar to yesterday on a smaller scale.
You said you only found 1.
Yes.
We've gotten reports of 9 others.
That's what I thought.
And the kith don't seem to be specific. Who did you find?
Big and blue.
All right. That's so many. Glamour is so rare, and then we have an explosion of glamour and 10 chrysali.
Have there been any reported from yesterday? Like all at once?
All the stories that we've garnered from those that we found, because not everyone has crystallized today. You're correct. I think some did happen yesterday, and we just found them now. But it's disparate. There's no correlation in anything that we're finding from them aside from they all crystallized. Sorry. Is the one that you found safe, or do we need to send someone to get her?
Safe.
Okay. That helps. There are some amongst the new ones that are struggling. And one young man who I think is slowly losing himself to his former self. So we're trying to coach him in that so he doesn't get lost. To put it as none that I've been receiving a report on does not mean they are out there, though.
Understood.
Thank you for letting me know.
Mm-hmm. And she disconnects.
And he doesn't say.
While she's talking, since I don't have a smartphone, it's the old style of texting. So just like clack, 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 clack.
He knows.
And I just Yeah, I'm still like doing my speed things. I'm just like, yes, we actually did, and I think there might be more around the city, so we might want to keep an eye out for them. Is what I said.
While Oscar is typing that whole message,
Yes.
I think based on the chat, I think Blair and Honey Badger are spamming the group checks. Where the fuck are you all? What
Yeah.
do you mean?
Where the hell are you bitches? We're in the house. Going through it. Got a toad. Yay.
We are not fucking doing this with Lord Vincent included in this group text.
Oh, no,
So
don't.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys have a separate
Yeah,
group
I'm going to go to
No.
the other group chat and be like,
No.
sorry, got pulled into a detour.
I
Found
thought you were following me.
I was and had to go somewhere else.
Would you like to communicate that?
Kind of got involved in someone becoming.
Expletive, son of a expletive. You coming
Gift
soon?
jaw drop.
On our way now.
Yay.
Do they know how to get here?
The fuck do I know?
They have the address.
We have the
And-
address, and generally
Apparently
the
get
issue
wherever the
will
fuck
know
she
where to
wants.
go.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
you
a
guys still
fucking
get there in
red
decent
cap.
time.
Yeah.
I don't read people's fucking mind.
What if?
I don't. I'm just gonna respond. I don't have a smartphone, so I don't get emojis. All I have are boxes. But 826 and cents.
The fuck?
And it takes it's a bit of a drive, but you do get to the red cap house.
So we walk in and it's like, look, I'm sorry. I just got pulled to the Y and there was this young lady. She was turning into a troll in the ladies' bathroom. Thank goodness.
You found the toad?
And
I mean, yeah, you're here now.
and your dear red cap is holding a toad in a jar, and the toad looks
I walked
both
into that
scared
one.
and annoyed.
You want a toad?
You found that here?
Yeah, it was in a terrarium in the back room.
Yeah.
How the hell
Alive?
did that toad live for 2 weeks without food and fresh water?
Fuck do I know?
Ask him.
You
Yeah.
also saw that the water dish in the terrarium was full of clean water.
It was full of clean water too.
I'm going to go look at the terrarium to see if that's got some magic shit on it.
I'll take the toad.
Okay, here you go.
As you investigate a terrarium, it has greenery. It has a decent amount of moisture inside, but it's just plugged into the wall, same as any other thing with electrical supports would have. There's nothing glamorous to it.
I'm looking around. Something is off here. If it's not magical, like refilling itself with water and food,
Hmm.
who the hell's been in here to take care of this toad?
I mean, you're in the shitty bedroom. Look at the clean bedroom across the way.
Yeah, there's a
I
nice
saw.
tapestry in there.
I saw.
Who the fuck wears tweed as a red cap?
Who the fuck wears tweed?
Period.
I
As
just
I
happen
find
to
any
think
signs of
tweed
a
is very
struggle?
sophisticated.
As a fun
It's
fact for you,
scratchy.
Honey Badger, you'd know a little bit more about these three because even if you're Sealy, you are still a red cap, so you hear shit from other red caps, the ones that are willing to talk to you.
Did it look like there was trouble? This door looks like it was kicked in.
Yeah, there was trouble.
That
She wanted to
seems like
kick
a
in fucking
redundant
doors.
question.
Allow her to kick in a door.
But you would know that Fright is known for his very nice, surprisingly well-kept tweed jacket.
No, that's Fright's room. I'm not frightened.
So before you went destroying evidence, did it look like there was a struggle?
No, both doors were closed.
Okay.
Is there anything I can roll to vibe this place out?
To vibe a place specifically?
Yeah. Or I don't know. Can I do something with my arts
No.
to read the room?
Oh.
I think that entirely depends on what arts you want to use and how. Or if you really want, you could just unleash.
I could.
Although I'll admit, unleashing is usually best reserved for desperation.
Yeah, but this is just weird.
Also true. Honestly, for all of you, this whole day has been kind of weird.
And Esmeralda's just kind of like she's walking from one room to the other. She goes back out to where the futon is because she knows 3 of them were living here, and she's just kind of pacing around. And she's kind of looking and looking and looking and looking, and yeah, she's going to unleash.
And as you see the kitchen, it is immaculate compared to the rest of this house. Like, this kitchen is clean.
Is there dust?
Not much.
Okay.
Like a day or two?
Yeah. Somebody's been in here. So she's going to unleash to basically read the room. So that's going to be using her tailcraft.
Okay, you're unleashing tailcraft. Please speak the request you wish of the dreaming. And you all will immediately, like, the wood creaks. You hear a vibration in her voice. The dreaming is listening, and that's never a good thing.
This home has a story to tell. One that took place 2 weeks ago and has kept hidden. I will know this story.
Okay. Real quick, folks, I need to look up how unleashing works again.
Nice. While you're doing that, is there chalk anywhere in the house?
I mean, there's a couple substances on the floors in places that you could probably use as chalk.
Okay. I'm gonna
like a
put
weird
the toad
burnt
back
piece,
in the.
like a burnt piece of charcoal or something.
Okay, I'm gonna put the toad back in the terrarium. I'm gonna unplug it, and then on one of the rolling doors of the closet, I'm gonna take the charcoal, and as I draw the outline of the rolling door, I'm gonna say, once for the north as I stride forth, and twice for the south near parch my mouth, and knock 3 times, and I'm gonna activate Wayfarer 3.
Oh, so you're bunking.
I'm gonna bunk, yeah.
Okay. Tell me one more time that bunk, just so I can give it a value.
Once for the north as I stride forth, and twice for the south near parch my mouth.
And then you said you knocked 3 times.
And I knocked 3 times on the door that I've drawn.
I'll say that's -1 to your difficulty on this roll.
Hot.
Penny's gonna reach the fridge.
Guess what? There's not a lot. Sour milk or mustard?
I'll go to the mouth.
Oh wait,
one way or
wait,
another.
an open thing of baking soda. Sorry, there's also that.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh.
Because you got to keep the smells out. Yep, goes down smooth as everything else you eat. All right, I'll tackle it in stages. First, let's do this unleashing bullshit.
Yeah, looking in the Kith book, there's nothing about it unleashing. There's about bunks in it, but not about unleashing.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm more just making sure I double check the actual, like, unleashing process is all.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, excellent. All right, I think I got this now. Sweet. So I need you to roll the pool that of dice equal to your art. I believe that is how it works, and I want to keep the stream going.
Okay.
So
my attribute for this is charisma. So what do I roll? Refresh my memory.
In this case, I believe it is the level in the art plus your glamour. No, sorry, you just roll your glamour. I'm getting this so wrong. You just roll your glamour.
Okay.
Glamour total, not glamour points.
Got it.
And you don't need to worry about.
And I rolled the whole glamour, not just 2 for my level in Tailcraft.
Indeed.
Okay. Thank you for refreshing my memory.
Yeah. Is that the same for me? Like, am I just rolling glamour?
In this case, what level are you using again? Sorry.
I'm level 3. I'm going to create a door back to my apartment.
Hmm.
I think it's the realm and the art, the pool that you're using for that.
Okay.
And well, that one's going to take a second. This isn't as simple as demon powers where you just open a door and you're in someone else's car.
Right.
Give me just one moment. Sorry, everyone.
You're fine.
No, go. You're fine.
You're fine. Take your time.
Where are the... Okay. And you're doing level 3, which is Portal Passage.
Yes, sir. Would a toad count as actor? Like, if I'm...
A toad, I will motion, would count as nature.
Okay. So if I am attempting to take the toad and its terrarium through the door into my apartment, I would have to have nature and prop?
Not have necessarily. It's more... What you're affecting is a little washy when it comes to Wayfair sometimes, especially for anything that's not its first, second, or fifth levels, because everything else is nebulous and weird.
Yeah.
So you probably want to use, if you don't have the realms for it, you will want to
use glamour.
spend a point of glamour so you can still do what you're planning on doing with your magic.
Sure. I'll do that.
But it's... in this instance, I'd say you really are focusing more on scene because you're trying to affect part of a room more than you are a thing or a person.
Don't got any of that. So I'm going to be spending a point of glamour, it looks like.
And one quick thing before you do that, I want to make sure. Oh, sorry. The realm does indicate what can pass through, so...
Oh, so I can't even...
No, you still can. You just have to spend the point of glamour for it.
Okay. And can I spend a point of willpower as well, or is it like if I spend glamour, I can't spend willpower kind of rule?
I'll say you can spend willpower. I don't see any reason not to. Oh, here's the part that I was trying to figure out. I don't believe it works cross space. So if you did portal passage on a wall, it would open out to wherever that wall led. It wouldn't be to your apartment.
Oh. I thought I could go where I wanted. I'm going to misread that then.
As far as it's reading, it seems like you can just open like actual doors. It goes through a decent amount of stuff, but it doesn't seem like it takes you anywhere other than what's on the other side. Still useful, just more situational.
Not here, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I will put the toad back in its terrarium and then say, well, looks like you're coming with me, and I'm gonna unplug it and take it out to the...
The toad is past scared and is now just pissy looking. It's not moving, just frowning.
Yeah.
And Esmeralda.
I got 4 successes.
That feels appropriate. You got more successes than you did dots in the art.
Mm-hmm.
So you do gain a bit of nightmare.
Okay.
And it goes wild.
Okay.
As you do learn the story of what happened here, it starts when the house is built. As you all watch Priscilla have a lot of colors, swirls, writing glossing over her actual eyes, and she's just zoned out. And this trance takes half an hour of you learning
the story,
every damn thing.
I specified,
about this
but it
house.
went wild.
Yeah, but it went wild.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, Tina Turner.
Thunderdome. I'm going to know everything about this place.
And it goes into such fine detail that you know when the construction workers stopped to take a piss.
Nice.
Like, it's detailed.
Nice. I am detail-oriented. This makes me happy.
And drags in many places as it's retold.
Oh, yeah. She'll clip that out.
And it's as things are finishing up, you get to 2 weeks ago. The Redcaps were approached with a deal that they accepted. They kept quiet, laid low, came to the house enough. Snarl seemed to be coming back regularly to take care of his toad. Malice seemed to, as far as you've learned, he seems to mainly be relegating himself to the living room and the kitchen. And then Fright had most of his time when he was in the house was just in his room reading. And oddly enough, you can't figure out who hired them for whatever job they're doing.
So I couldn't see them.
It does not tell you.
It doesn't tell me.
Mm-mm.
They were able to prevent being.
Or the dreaming just naturally ignores them in the context of the story.
That's funny. Okay.
And about a day ago, they hauled something out of the house, out of the basement. Something heavy, something metal.
Was it packed in anything or was it covered?
It's packed into a crate and then wheeled out on a dolly. That was yesterday. And the very last thing you learn is that all three of them have been here. And have been laying low surprisingly well. And finally, you all see your Ishu's eyes go back to normal.
Oh, do I have a tale to spin? They're not missing. They're laying low. They cut a deal with somebody that the dreaming just seems to overlook.
Is that possible?
Oh, I'm sure it is. Many things are possible.
The only thing you can get about this mysterious individual is, well, this probably isn't literal, but itchy.
Whoever it is
That's the only descriptor the dreaming gives you.
The only thing I got was itchy.
Weed?
Not much to go on.
No, not tweed. All three of them have been here day in and day out, laying low. Yesterday, they brought something big and heavy and metal that was in a crate up out of the basement and took it out of here.
Honey's
Why
gonna
don't-
go to the basement.
That, and I think we should just lie and wait until they get back.
Yeah. Because dude with the pigsty of a room's been taking care of his toad.
I'll go bring
Now
it
it's
back
off.
then.
No. Finders keepers.
All right.
Not good enough care if you could just take it.
That only works if he's not around. If he's still alive, he can have his toad back.
He's not taking good enough care of. He's not here to stop you.
Based on what I saw with when they took that thing out and how the sun looked through the windows here, was it close to maybe within a few hours of the time of that explosion? Storyteller?
You knew that it's from downtown, maybe roughly like a 20-minute drive, and they took it out 20-ish minutes before everything went down.
Yeah, I think whatever they took out of the basement had something to do with what happened yesterday.
Is there any way you can track it based on what you saw? You're good at finding ways.
We'll see, but it seems like ever since then, there has been an abundance of people crystallizing.
No, yeah. So if we find the thing, maybe we can stop that from continuing.
Yeah.
Where's the basement door?
Yeah,
She
honey,
points.
It's just in the kitchen.
Yep.
She points without even turning to look at it.
Honey's
down-
just
go
starting
down.
in. Yep.
As you all head down, you see water heater. Looks like a spot for some sort of crawl space, maybe. Looks like an unfinished basement that just is there to house whatever isn't needed. You do also see a square on the ground where the dust isn't, along with a couple wheel marks running through the dust.
Well, it was here. I don't know what the fuck it was, but they wheeled it out. They had a dolly.
What are the dimensions, storyteller, for the square? And how deep is it into this earthen floor?
Oh, it's sorry. Because the Earth is pretty cold, given it is October. It's seems like it was just resting right on top of it. Didn't sink in much.
Okay.
And intelligence academics, because you're trying to figure out dimensions of something that isn't physically here.
Come on, man. Why you gotta hit me with something that I have like Junie levels dice?
Hey, catch me outside, old man.
Damn, there's so much sass in my cast.
You know what you were picking.
Yeah.
Surprised.
I mean, I shouldn't be.
I got an 8, a 5, and a 1, so I don't think I got any successes. So that's like,
Unfortunately, no.
this is big.
Not in this instance.
This is huge.
Like
Don't
you?
say.
I step into the square. Do I fit in the square?
Not quite. Your arms stick out.
No, it's smaller than me.
Like, it's
Honey,
still
we'll go
bulky and
into the
big.
square.
It's just not troll big.
Honey will go into the square and stand in it.
You're probably closer.
There you go.
How tall are you, Honey Badger?
She's about 5'6".
All right. So at least width-wise, your Scatha could easily fit in whatever this crate was. At least as far as one dimension goes.
Yay. Took it out of the square.
Storyteller, I would like to try something.
Always love when players say that.
I would like to attempt backward glance.
Yes.
Oh, you're using your spoon, aren't you?
No,
That's her art.
that's what I.
You
that's
just have
Kronos.
Kronos. My apologies. Sorry, I thought that was the one tied to your thing.
Oh, it is. Yes, that is
Oh.
the one that I.
Okay,
I
so
think.
so
Let me check.
you're. I mainly
Let me
it
check.
doesn't ultimately matter because it's the same mechanic either way. It's just one is I have a portable thing that gives me a power versus I just know the power. So I just
No,
want-
that is the one that I put with the spoon.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. You all watch as your dear satyr friend takes out a wooden spoon.
She kind of takes the spoon and just kind of like walks backwards in a circle in that like square spot.
Okay.
And then what's the rule for that?
It would be. Here, I need to go up because Kronos is very early on in the book. Contract Kronos. There we go. Backwards glance. Realm determines the focus of the post-cognition. So in this case, prop wouldn't be a bad one if you're trying to figure out more about this crate. You could try Fae if you want to see if you can see what the others were doing when they were moving it. Up to you.
Or making it.
Yeah, so I don't have Fae, but I do have Scene, so I have Prop and Scene.
Okay. And if you want, you are always welcome in lieu of any realms you do not have to spend a point of glamour. And I should say that is point of glamour per realm, not per dot of realm, because otherwise that'd be way too expensive.
Yeah.
So if you don't have Fae, but you want to use Fae, 1 glamour. Doesn't matter what rank you're using it at.
Gotcha.
But if you don't have actor, don't have prop, and et cetera, and you keep stacking them up, that can sometimes get expensive.
No, for sure.
So it's the more you add onto it without being properly trained, essentially.
Okay, so I think
I'll say, by the way, your bunk is good for a -2 in this instance. So let's make it difficulty 5. All right. Post-cognition, well, the number of success... Oh, realm determines focus. Number of successes determines how far back you can look. Okay. And for Kronos, what are you even rolling on this? I wish it would give a fucking die pool.
If it's an art, it's the art and realm.
Right, art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we literally just did that.
Yeah.
We're all learning it.
Yep.
It's like blood sorcery. They tell you at the beginning and then they never tell you again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it more than one realm? Or just one?
That entirely depends on what realms you want to focus on. If you want to focus on scene, you could probably get a general sense of the entire basement. Just won't be as focused on what I'm sure you're trying to figure out as it would be if you used prop.
You could roll for the prop as the realm and then spend a glamour to also get Fae.
Yeah, I'm thinking that because I kind of want to see like if they opened it, maybe
if they made it, or
and you already have seen, which would allow you to check out most of the basement room here. It's a small basement.
Yeah.
There's there's also like a dryer and a washing machine, but they're as standard.
I'm just trying to figure out how many dice I'm rolling. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Totally understandable.
So that's 1 for Kronos, and then I guess that would be prop and glamour because I don't have Fae.
Oh,
you just spend the glamour.
Yeah, you just spend the glamour. You're fine on that.
Okay, so it's just 2 dice then.
Yeah.
And I'll double check to make sure that I am doing this right after session and stuff too, just to make sure that I'm not screwing you guys over on ability.
No, yeah, that makes sense. So like if you sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. No successes.
No successes.
No.
You try to look through time. For a brief second, you see the foot of like a dinosaur crash next to you, and time's too washy to get a clear sense of what the fuck happened in this basement. Unfortunately, you all see her wooden spoon. She holds it, and then her hand drops a little bit. Like shit, doesn't seem like something took off the way she wanted.
Sorry, I thought it was worth a try.
It's okay. It's okay.
So
I got way more information on this place than I ever wanted. Okay. I literally got what the construction workers did when they built it.
I'm going to reach out my hand, like asking for consent before I put it on because I was scolded by our issue. But I do kind of like hover over Ava's shoulder, just be like, you did what you could. We're here now. We should just wait for these assholes and question them directly.
So, do you all agree? Are you all gonna just sit and wait?
Why not?
Do I feel an urge to go anywhere?
Nothing specific.
Then
the
we
moment.
sit and wait.
I will say that Blair kind of is like watching the doorway intently, preparing to ensnare once someone walks in the door.
Okay. 15 minutes, an hour, 2. It's getting dark. No sign of anyone showing up.
Okay. Oscar, take the toad. We'll leave a note.
If you're sure.
Yeah. If they want the toad back, they'll talk.
That's called hostage negotiation.
Yes, it is.
You get 1 point of nightmare, and all of a sudden it's fucking dark times and stormy clouds.
All right. You all are taking a toad. What does the note that you leave say?
Oh, it is written out very eloquently. And it is left in the room that was clean.
Clean with tweed.
Clean with tweed.
Okay.
Blair fucks up the room with the toad in it to make it look like there was a struggle. Just because.
Guess what? It doesn't take much change to the room.
It doesn't take much
it's
change.
already a fucking mess.
So she basically writes out, Gentleman Fright, please advise your roommate, companion, cohort, whatever you call him, the companion of the toad, that we have his toad. His toad is safe. But we know you made a deal. We need to talk.
All right.
And she just says, be available tomorrow. And puts the date. And leaves it.
Do you leave any form of contact or
No,
just that?
they need to be
Okay.
there.
Okay. Okay. And as you all head back to your vehicles, toad in tow, I believe we can end the session there.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. You guys got through the initial havoc that is episode 1, and now you're getting into the actual meat of your investigation. So far, what you've turned up, a toad.
Yep, we have a toad.
And it's grumpy.
And it's very grumpy.
It all
Just
starts
like
somewhere.
Uncle Oski.
They're perfect for each other.
I'm gonna flip this car. I'll tell you that right the fuck now.
Guess who's not in the car?
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening for session 2 of our first season of Changeling, the Dreaming Stained Glass. Oh my goodness. Join us on our Discord channel where you can talk to the cast about this game and join a community of wonderful misfits that love TTRPGs and hang out there. There is currently also an open casting call for a Monster of the Week game I'll be starting up next year. That's right. Mama's running it. It's not going to be a weekly game. It's going to be a monthly game. So check out the casting couch on Discord. And if you're interested, you're going to have to shoot me a DM on Discord to get the link for the application for the game. So that is open until next Friday, not this coming Friday, next Friday. So get in our Discord to join us at a table for real. Let's play some games. If you would like to check out our back episodes, you can check out session 1 of this on our YouTube channel. You can also catch a lot of World of Darkness content there, but there's also outside of World of Darkness content, there is amazing other games that have been played. Lots of one-shots, lots of mini-series and various systems. Check it out. And if you're interested in D&D 5e or Call of Cthulhu 7e, check out the Ishfel YouTube, because that's where our amazing European GM, Dr. Tiss, stores her content. All right. What's the matter? Our bot isn't working?
Yep. Bot's dead.
Bot is dead. It looks like it's not even loaded.
I'll go to the funeral for the catering.
Hang on. I'm going to run the bot. Make life easier on my poor husband who's having to type all this shit out.
Oh. Fancy.
Just a second. I'm loading it. Sorry, y'all.
No, you're fine.
It looks like it got closed.
Who would dare?
Yeah, Windows must have patched. I don't know. I see a pending patch, so I don't know. It has connected, it looks like. Hang on. Streamer client is attempting to connect.
Oh.
Just a second. It may not be working tonight. Okay, so I'm going to...
Hashtag technology.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Nope, it ain't working.
No.
Okay, so anyway, so check out our friends. We have a few of them right here at this table. We have Junie Von Esch, who plays at the RPG table. We have Ravnos Archon here, who runs his own games on his own channel. And we have Mischievous Red here, who streams creative stuff on her channel. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely do check them out. You guys can post the links to your channels in chat if you would like. And when I get done with the schedule, I'll come back around to you so you can tell us what you've got going on your channels. Okay. And coming up over the next week, we do not have... Hang on. Yes, we do. Okay. But Friday. Yeah, they return the 16th. I read that message. So Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, the bot not working has thrown me way off. But Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, join us for our Vampire the V5 Modern Knights Chronicle, Kansas City, A Domain Divided. We are in season 1. We are rolling to the end of the season for real. Last session, freaking red. Oh my God. Gwen.
I'm just your lovable problem causer.
I know. Oh my God. I mean,
Actually, she did
my
nothing.
character took a bullet for you.
Several, I think. Oh no, the other one hit the eye. Never mind.
Oh, big deal. You're kindred. You'll get shot a lot in your own life.
I know, right?
As the other Gwen, I approve.
I mean, it was your own choice. Like, Gwen didn't force you to.
Oh my God. But yeah, join us as we pick up from that. Holy crap. Fucking Second Inquisition. Can there be more problems in this first fucking season of Kansas City for fucking real? It's some bullshit. But all right. So join us 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday for that. And Saturday, the 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern, join Tiss and her crew of miscreants playing Call of Cthulhu 7e, including your Any, not your Outie. Yes, he is main cast now. Oh my God. They are set up around the turn of 1900 in the London vicinity. That kind of quadrant of Europe as it is. And they're investigating some very sus-ass shit, so you want to check them out for all the shenanigans. Mm-hmm. And of course, there is no, even as our closing screen shows, we are not doing the marathons at this time. Shanky needs a break. But we may resume those in the new year at some point. But yeah, so that's what's coming up. And of course, we'll be back here on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern with the next session of Changeling the Dreaming at 8 p.m. Eastern. So go ahead and Junie, tell us what you got going on at the RPG table.
RPG will be back. We'll be here for Saturday, and that's our last session for the season. And we will be back in January as I am going to Colorado for 2 weeks.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes. Let us know if you catch any face shit going on.
Dude, it's Maddox is there. Of course there's going to be face shit. I'll be walking and going, what the hell? I'll be like, I sprinkled stuff just for you for coming.
Take a dump at the Brown Palace.
I pulled in some connections. Have fun.
Mom, Dad, avoid the Brown Palace at all costs.
All costs.
Ravnos Archon, what you got going on your channel?
Hi, everybody. I got tomorrow is the last day before we go on break as we introduce our third of 4 members of our Old Gods of Appalachia story. But Mondays are for Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Tuesdays are alternating between Legend of the Five Rings and Werewolf the Wild West. I just killed one of my players last night. So that was a wild cliffhanger. And Thursdays are for Old Gods and 7th Sea, which is 2 systems that I've actually fallen in love with in the last couple of years and are really fantastic.
Awesome. And Mischievous Red, what do you have going on?
Yeah, so like Moama said, I stream on my own channel. I put the link in chat where we're doing creative things. Right now, I'm going to write a short story, and my friend is currently painting minis. But other than that, I am a co-founder of Huntsman's Hydra, which is more of a TTRPG like blog space outside of like actual plays. So come check that out if you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. All right. And lastly, I'm going to say, we here at McStabber Studios, really, we take mental well-being seriously. We make sure we do consent forms for all our games to ensure that boundaries are respected and that we are not traumatizing players. But we also, outside of gaming, want folks to take care of themselves and their mental well-being. If you are currently struggling with a crisis, whether it be a mental health crisis or a trauma crisis or any type of crisis, really, check out the link that's in chat right now for findahelpline.com. There is available there resources for your needs in over 140 countries. So pretty much almost anywhere you are, you can go there and find help. Please get the help you need, because I know this time of year is rough. It is hard for those of us that have lost loved ones over the years. It is hard for those of us who have seasonal affective disorder. It is hard for people who have just been stressed beyond belief and are taxed out. Okay? So take care of yourself. Rest if you need it. Engage with those that bring you joy if you have the energy for it. Take care of yourself. And lastly, I'm going to say, as a nurse, also get your goddamn vaccines. 'Tis the season, motherfuckers. Get your goddamn shots. I'm going to get them soon. Seriously. Yeah, so take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and be kind. You don't have to be nice, but be kind. Said with love. Good night, y'all.
Thank you all.